What's up, Saints? I'm Braden Terrace.
And I'm Eamon Odamakin.
And this is Sfhs Today.
In national news, last week another gun shooting occurred in Alabama at a Sweet 16 birthday party. 4 people were killed and at least 20 were injured. Gun violence is a leading cause of death among children in the United States, per the CDC. 162 mass shootings were reported in 2023. 1 in 5 adults have had a family member killed by gun violence, according to CNN. This leads us to our segment on gun violence in our country.
What do you think could be done to reduce gun violence?
I think tougher laws could help, but pretty much education. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a real clear answer because anybody can get their hands on guns. They're just so frequently around everywhere, and people that aren't supposed to have them and have many of them. I don't think any laws matter to them, so.
How do mass shootings differ from other types of gun violence?
Well, majority of mass shootings, their goal is to kill, and they might have 1 or 2 targets, but they're mainly just there to kill, and they don't care who it is, how many. They want the numbers, so large groups, large gatherings is what they'll target.
How long do you think it would take for you to arrive at the high school in case of a shooting?
Well, it varies on where I'm at in the city, or where the patrol officers are, but it could be anywhere from seconds to minutes. We could be there, which every second counts in a mass shooting because usually these incidents last 2 to 5 minutes and then they're done. Our training, time is everything really in these situations, so as fast as we can get in there and find that threat, and the better off students and the public's going to be.
From a police perspective, what are your thoughts going into a building with a known gun?
Well, we all know the risk of this job and this profession. And unfortunately nowadays it's kind of becoming more real with some of the tragedy that's occurred, the loss of some officers, but we all took that oath and were sworn to do it. And me personally, I faced dangerous situations before here, and so some of the other patrol officers, so we rely on our training and maybe say a little prayer.
In school news, the 2 regional qualifying teams attended the State Economic Challenge last week in St. Paul. The college and the school's team was represented by Otto Niederberg, Ethan Schreiber, Alec Torek, and Henrik Lind. While they did not advance to the Quiz Bowl, the high school level econ team, Kristen Gifford, Addison Holland, Josh Sparks, Tegan Harmon, and Cena Rude made it to the Quiz Bowl level and lost by 1 point to De La Salle, which made them second in the state.
This week, our school is hosting a job fair on the 27th. It is meant for students who need some direction on possible careers and jobs. Reese Gerget and Emily Pipp ventured and talked to some student council members for some more information.
This is our first year doing a job fair at St. Francis High School. Right now, we have roughly around 15 to 20 businesses, hopefully about there. The job fair is on April 27th. It's a Thursday, and it happens from 2 o'clock to 3:30. I know that in our, market today, there's a lot of jobs that are looking for people, and there's a lot of people looking for jobs, but there isn't really that connection, So I think a job fair would be good at our high school to have that connection. The job fair that we're hosting is meant for high schoolers and recently high school graduates to, at the very least, know what type of jobs are out there for high schoolers. I know many of my classmates usually apply for, fast food restaurants or, county market, and I wanted to bring a light to other jobs out there that weren't really applied to.
I think that we as underclassmen discover a lot of job opportunities through referrals. For example, like, a friend of mine works at Dairy Queen, why don't I apply at Dairy Queen? Or my mom has a friend who works at McDonald's, how about I apply there? And I think that having different business representatives come out and represent their businesses personally from all around the area can really expand our opportunities and provide us with just a lot more of a expanded view of jobs.
We hope to see as many people there as possible.
Chase and Caden were curious about the behind the scenes of the Ponds Golf Course. Let us give you an inside view of the business in town.
We're out here reviewing the Ponds Golf Course, seeing how the business is doing. All right, let's rip, Hack.
My name is Joe Manthis. I am the head golf pro and the manager here at the Ponds Golf Course.
Awesome. When was the Ponds first established?
So the Ponds Golf Course here in St. Francis was first established in 2001, primarily as a golf course, not as a restaurant. With the new clubhouse they built, they did add a restaurant to it. It's called the Mulligan's at the Ponds. It does very well. It has a patio, it has seating inside as well as outside.
What separates your golf course from the other competitors?
It's a big difference from us compared to other courses in the area. We carry a $249 membership, guys. We use Groupon for that as our third-party asset. We carry $1,700. Most other courses carry probably a third of that. We do charge a lot less, but it does keep a solid player base for everyone that's coming in.
How has adding the golf simulators and cutting out some of the dining affected your business?
Golf simulators have been good for us, you guys. I would say not only has it helped out improve our restaurant itself as a day-to-day business, it's also helped our bar sales. It's also helped us get golfers in here during the winter to keep themselves activated for the upcoming spring. It's been a very good year. I'd say we've done more money than ever with the golf business and the golf simulators. They're going to be up year-round. They'll be up here all summer, so they won't be going anywhere. So if anyone wants to come out and try them, feel free to.
Now let's pass it over to sports.
What's up, Saints? My name is Caden Heckenleibel.
And I'm Chase Feeney.
And this is sports. In national sports news, the MLB celebrated Jackie Robinson Day on April 15th.
In local sports news, Philip Koenig set a new school record in discus with 156 and 7 inches. This makes him the athlete of the week.
Whoa. Hey, are you Phil Conant?
That is me.
I heard that you broke the discus record in our school.
I did do that.
How far was that throw?
I think it was 156 feet, 7 inches.
Wow. How long have you been in track for?
I think been on the grind since 7th grade.
What kind of stuff have you been doing to increase your chances of throwing far?
Been pumping a lot of iron, doing a lot of mental reps.
Wow. What kind of plans do you have for the future track?
Well, for the rest of this year, I suppose I would like to win state in the discus. That'd be a goal of mine. And then I'm going to be attending Bethel University, and we'll be throwing track there.
All right, it's really cool. We're all really proud of you.
Thanks, dude.
In other local sports news, the baseball and softball teams starts off the season hot, with baseball winning 9-3 and softball winning 10-4. Ari and Taylor went out to talk with some of the players on how it feels to finally get out and play.
Oh, it feels great to get outside finally. After so many weeks inside the gym, it just feels so good to get a game in.
It was really cool to finally get out there. We didn't have too many practices the days before, so it was very anxious trying to get out there for the first time, and took a big dub.
Felt good to get outside and actually get a game in instead of all of them getting postponed. Yeah, after a couple weeks of games being postponed, it's pretty nice to have a first game.
How does it feel to have your next upcoming games postponed?
Well, I mean, it's always a disappointment to not play our games, but me personally, I'd rather not play in 39-degree weather, and we should be able to get that game in later in the year when we have some breaks. So I think our game got scheduled for May 24th, which hopefully by then the weather is beautiful.
Big buzzkill for sure. Hope it doesn't happen again.
How does it feel to have finally played your first game?
Well, we actually got to Cambridge, and in the dugout there was still snow, so that was funny, but it was nice to finally get out on the dirt. That was actually the first time we even got to be on the dirt. So practicing on the dirt, but playing a first game was really nice, and we did well. So we just need the season to keep going.
It felt really good to get out on the dirt and get some grass under our shoes and continue to keep playing, and we came out with a dub on top, so it felt really good.
It felt good not having any bad hops from the gym floors. We've been in the gym for like 6 weeks now, so it finally felt nice to get on dirt.
At first it was kind of nerve-wracking, but as the season goes on, you get more comfortable as it goes.
This week we were supposed to play 6 games and we only got that one in. It's been really frustrating and we're ready to play and the girls are in the mindset to play and the weather's just not cooperating. So we're trying to stay as positive as we can. We are hopeful for 3 games next week and we'll see what the weather does.
Now that the snow is cleared, golf can get after it. Chase, Joe, and myself went out to talk with Joan Johnson and Lexi Wyman.
How has the weather affected your season?
Well, it's been pretty tough. We're already on week 5 this week, and we've been inside for most of the time. The first 4 weeks, we practiced in the morning from 6:15 to 7 in the back gyms. We did chipping against a curtain, wiffle balls, chipping into parachutes. We were in the gymnastics gym, a lot of putting. This year, we're practicing at the refuge, so the course is very nice already. Grass is greening up, it looks really good, so we're excited to be there.
What are you excited for this season?
We have a lot of girls. We have 22 girls that came out for golf this year. So it's really fun to see all the girls that are interested in golfing, learning it as a lifelong sport.
I'm excited for our 2023 golf season this year. We have a bunch of underclassmen this year, and I think it's going to be a good opportunity for them to improve.
Robotics has their state tournament on May 6, 2023 at Williams Arena starting around 8:15 a.m. until around 5 p.m.
Currently, they are ranked 21 out of 191 teams in Minnesota. Only the top 36 teams make it to state, so exciting time for our team.
Thanks for that information.
Hey, that's what we're here for.
That's all for sports this week.
Now back to Maine.
Amen and I followed up with some students on how much time they spent on their phone.
Let's see if people reduced their screen time.
It's the random question thing, ding.
What is your screen time this week and did it go up or down?
My screen time this week was 6 hours and 16 minutes and it went up by an hour.
My screen time this week was 7 hours and 33 minutes and it went down by an hour.
7 hours, 29 minutes, and then I got it down to 7 hours, 14 minutes.
And mine was, last week, was 7 hours and 57 minutes, and I got it down to 6 hours and 42 minutes.
My screen time average is 9 hours, 17 minutes this week, and then went down 1 hour.
Mine was 6 hours this week, and it went up 2 hours.
All right, my screen time is 3 hours and 20 minutes, and it went down about an hour.
Mine was 6 hours and 5 minutes, and it went down.
Mine this week was 7 hours and 42 minutes, so it went up 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Mine last week was 10 hours and 7 minutes, and it went up 20 minutes.
Time last week was 5 hours and 35 minutes, and it went down 25%.
My screen time was 7 hours and 32 minutes, and it stayed the same.
My screen time went up 3 hours, so 72%, and I'm at 6 hours.
My screen time was 5 hours and 30 minutes, and it went down an hour.
That's all we have for this week.
Stay safe, Saints.